Trump lashes out in all directions as world tensions escalate to dangerous levels. World tensions are reaching a dangerous boiling point as an increasingly isolated U.S. President Donald Trump lashes out in all directions. It looks like Trump is trying to rally U.S. military support for war against Denmark and Mexico in an attempt to seize resources to finance the U.S. corrupt government. Multiple sources agree. A major financial sabotage campaign is also underway against China, highlighted by US dollar bond default of a company with revenue of satanic number $66.6 billion. Meanwhile, Trump backers are lashing out against the British royal family. Remember, Trump has already labeled the UA a fool. All these activities is relating to the fact that, despite stealing the Japanese people pension money, the U.S. corporation still does not have a clear path to meeting its January 31st, 2020 payment deadline. It's interesting to note in this context that Brexit is now scheduled for January 21st, 2020. Let's start by looking at the situation with Mexico. The U.S. has now deployed the 3 aircraft carrier groups around the country as the U.S. military prepares to attack Mexican drug cartels, who may be armed and trained by Mossad, Pentagon sources say. While we can independently confirm that some of the drug cartel fighters have indeed been trained by Mossad, we also know that this war on Mexico is really about stealing Mexican oil, silver, and other resources to finance the U.S. corporation. That is why the Mexican military has publicly come out in the support of President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador. Russia has also deployed nuclear-armed submarines around the U.S. coastline. Russian President Vladimir Putin publicly declared earlier this year that his country is ready for another Cuban Missile Crisis. What this means is that Trump is going to have to back down because the U.S. military is not going to start a nuclear war to steal the resources to support a foreign-owned United States corporation. Next, let us look at Denmark. Here, Lars Vincent, head of the Danish Defense Intelligence Services, said Greenland was now a top security issue for Denmark because a power game is unfolding between the US and other global powers in the Arctic. Trump canceled an August state visit to Denmark and called the Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen nasty after she refused to sell Greenland to the U.S. These events followed the installations of a Nazi government in Brazil and the seizure of lithium resources in Bolivia by U.S. Special Forces. Clearly, the Trump administration is trying to turn the American continent into a fortress. Unfortunately, Canada, Denmark, and Mexico stand his way. Now let us turn to the economic attack against China, where CIA sources in Asia promise China's economic and financial system will most likely implode within 2 months. The party will try to keep it contained as long as possible. The source explained, the government cannot sustain the 40-plus trillion dollar debt that they create. Some in the know are saying the debt is closer to $50 trillion or computer-generated unlimited credit. A lot of it was used to build massive infrastructure. Projects, which include numerous empty cities, complete with empty shopping malls. 5 banks have fallen in 3 months and the government had to step in and take them over. An estimate of 500 banks in China are in serious trouble and expect to collapse, according to Chinese banking regulators. This is around 50% of China's financial institution. This may be linked to the following article about the $66.6 billion Tihu Group about to default on the US. This may be linked to the following article about the $66.6 billion Tihu Group about to default on a $500 billion bond. It is also possible that the Chinese chew this company and this number to threaten to sabotage the Western financial system by re-engaging on all Chinese dollar borrowing. Also, according to the CIA sources, the Hong Kong situation was planned in detail. According to the CIA sources, the Hong Kong situation was planned in detail long ago. It is financed from the type. Putin, Xi, and Trump knew about it beforehand, meaning they did not stop it. This incident was created as a smokescreen to keep the people occupied. There is much more behind it, and it will be exposed as well. During this same time frame, one very large bank in New York will close its door. The least of the bank problems will be the 7K plus. During the same time frame, one very large bank in New York will close its door. The least of the bank's problem will be 37,000 employees in just the New York area that will not have a job. The larger problem is that it will bring on domino effect, as this bank is closely connected to Deutsche Bank, which will put the EU in a serious crisis as DB will close its door as well. The 30,000 employee number indicates that most likely they are referring to JP Morgan. The trouble is that JP Morgan may be related to the news that Saudi Aramco IPO was oversubscribed with $44 billion from captive Saudis, but failed to mask its epic failure from foreign boycotts, as even Kuwait and the UAE are reluctant to invest. The fall of JP Morgan Chase and its petrodollar would of course mean the fall of Rockefeller and Bush dynasts. That may be one reason why our usual Pentagon source indicates a serious fight is going on to alienate the Western military from the British royal family. Furthermore, the attack on British royal family may be related to the deals they are cutting with Russia, China, Iran, and others to escape US control of the international financial system. The latest development on this front are that the UK is integrating Russian payment system into its banking network, and that 6 more European countries agreed to evade US sanctions on Iran. Here's what our pro-Trump Pentagon sources had to say about the British royal. The London Bridge knife attacks appear to be felt royal distractions from anti-Andrew hostilities among the big guns of the UK military, the US military, NATO, the EU, France, and Germany, who may force the Queen to stir this paddle animal of not just royal but military titles. The sources continued by saying, the pitchforks are out, but the monarchy no longer above reproach, since Prince Charles may have been supplied by pedo Jimmy Savile for decades, as was his brother Randy Andy by petrol trafficker and blackmailer Epstein. This is why the UK military rose against Andrew for sprinkling his royal status on the Epstein petrol blackmail operation for the benefit of Israel, the source continues. Our own British source confirmed that Charles is rightly viewed as toxic, and say there is a strong push to have Prince Harry, whose father is not Charles, inherit the throne from the Queen. This would mean the first king Harry not of the bloodline of William the Conqueror since 1060. Regardless of what happens with the British royal, there are growing signs that the old order in the West is collapsing. French President Emmanuel Macron has publicly come out and said NATO's enemies are not Russia or China. NATO member Turkey has refused to allow NATO defense plans for the Baltic countries against Russia. Former US ally Pakistan is ignoring US pressure and is going ahead with a pipeline to allow Iran to export its oil over land. Meanwhile, the former Soviet republics are reaffirming their military alliance. These changes coincide with a more secret campaign against the Satanics. In particular, Pope Francis has been looking into the involvement of former Jesuit chief Peter Hans Kovansbach in the Fukushima attack against Japan. Peter Freemanson's sources say. He was given fresh evidence of his involvement during France's visit to Japan last week, the sources say. Japanese right-wing sources close to the emperor say former Japanese Prime Minister Yasuhiro Nakasone died in Guantanamo Bay after undergoing questioning about his involvement in the Fukushima attack. The nuclear weapon used in the attack was stored on his property in Hinochiko before the attack took place. Nakasone implicated Kovenchbach and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu before his death, the sources say. Japanese newspaper announced his death the day after Pope Francis left Japan, but none of the reports list the cause of death, as would normally be the case. He's 101 years old. We are also trying to confirm reports from these same right-wing sources that former Prime Minister Junichiro Koizumi was replaced with a lookalike after being taken to a Guantanamo. This move by Francis may be why self-described top spontaneous Leo Zakimi has been attacking Francis recently. Zakimi is implicated in the Fukushima attack and likely is worried that the investigate trail is headed its way now that Nakasone and Netanyahu have confessed. A European lawyer told us last week, I did look at the theme of Satanism and found solid evidence of its existence, and that sadly, many at perhaps the highest levels of international establishment have been inculcated. Solving the problem will require industrial-scale extrications from a cult. The source is hoping that by labeling these people as brainwashed and therefore will diminish responsibility, if any at all, it will be possible to deal with most of them through a process of peace and reconciliations. A Jesuit source in Tokyo also told us that an elderly Jesuit showed Pope Francis a papyrus scroll with the following message written on it. Satan has returned to the original creation and has received absolution. Thank you for keeping the candle burning all these long years. The image on the scroll from the Egyptian Book of the Dead show a verdict of innocence. It can be seen at the link. In any case, the visit by Francis put fresh impetus on negotiations involving the Russians, the Peter Freemasons, the European royals, the Secret Society of Asia, the Pentagon, and others towards creating the meticulously staffed Future Planning Agency, European royal sources confirm.